Hi everybody, I'm Xander with A+ Water, and today I'm going to show you how to access the injector assembly on the Fleck 5600 style control valve. I am using a Fleck 5600 SXT air injection control valve right now, but this process is the exact same on all 5600 style valves, including the mechanical style valves and all water softener valves. We recommend that the injector assembly of water softeners and air injection systems installed on well water be cleaned out at least 1 to 2 times per year to ensure proper performance. Before accessing the injector assembly, we first need to depressurize the system. To do so, simply bypass the unit and start a manual regeneration on it while it is bypassed. This will depressurize the system and make it safe to open up. For a more in-depth explanation on depressurization, check out our video here. Once the system is depressurized and unplugged, you are ready to access the injector assembly. You do not have to, but if it makes it easier for you, you can disconnect the system from the plumbing using the silver clips and screws that hold the system to the bypass valve to gain easier access to the injector assembly. Otherwise, you can just access the unit like I am here from the side. We begin by opening up the injector cap, which you'll do by loosening and removing the 2 silver screws. With the 2 screws removed, the cap should pop right off. Be very careful not to lose the important O-ring that is found on the bottom of the cap. You just set this aside for now. We can now remove the injector screen. This may or may not come out with the cap as it just rests loosely inside of the housing, so remove this and set it aside. A lot of the times this will be coated in rust, so just clean it off with an iron removal product such as Iron Out before reinstalling later. Now we can access and remove the actual injectors. First, you will see the injector nozzle. You can see the slit on the nozzle where you will put the flathead screwdriver to unscrew it from the housing. Behind the injector nozzle, you will find the injector throat. Similar to the nozzle, the throat has a slit for a flathead screwdriver, and you will just unscrew it until it's completely unthreaded from the housing. To get the throat out, you'll want to pull the entire injector assembly down out of the power head. Wiggle the assembly to loosen it and then pull it straight down. You will see the brine valve piston come down from the power head and the assembly should pull away. With the injector assembly removed, the injector throat will fall right out when you turn it over. As you can see, these components are very small and it is very easy for even small debris to get in the way and potentially cause issues for the system. With all of the components removed from the injector housing, we can now clean each component individually. Clean the injector screen and the injectors themselves of any rust deposits or debris. An iron removal product such as Iron Out makes this very easy. Once everything is cleaned up, we can start to reassemble everything. First, we will put the injector housing back up into the power head. Slide the brine valve piston up into the power head and then give it a few adjusting pushes to snug it into place. We can now reinstall the injectors, starting with the narrow throat first, pushing it into the housing and then using a flathead screwdriver to screw it back in. Tighten it until it feels snug. No need to really crank down on this injector. Once it stops turning with your screwdriver, that is good enough. Following that is the nozzle, which is the wider of the two. We will then thread that back into the housing with our flathead screwdriver, again tightening just until snug. Next, the injector screen, simply put it right back into its little hole, it just rests loosely here. Finally, we can install the injector cap, which will screw right back in using these 2 long silver screws. And with all of that screwed back in, you are all done. This has been how to access the injector assembly on a Fleck 5600 control valve. Thank you for watching and please reach out with any questions. Bye-bye.